Good afternoon and welcome to today's Hofstra women's basketball postgame press conference with head coach Danielle Santos Atkinson. Coach, give us your thoughts following today's game against Monmouth.
I thought our girls battled. I'm really disappointed in how the game ended. I think we had an opportunity right there to take ourselves into overtime. But I thought they battled, and I don't want the loss to take away from what they were able to do tonight and bouncing back probably from one of our worst games all year to then coming and being able to battle back and push through and get better in areas that we've been working on. We were able to take care of the ball tonight. We had some costly turnovers, I think, at times. But we took care of the ball. We had 11 offensive rebounds. We were able to get some second chance points off of that. I thought we moved the ball well. We got to the free throw line tonight. We didn't put them at the free throw line, which we did in the last game. They had over 20 free throws in the last game, and this game we only gave them 7-2 there at the end that they shouldn't have had, and we fought. Forced them into 19 turnovers. I think the biggest difference and the biggest statistical area that gave us trouble was the three-point line. Giving up 11 threes is really tough to overcome, and that was the difference in the game. In the third quarter alone, we gave them 5 for 8 from the three-point line, and that's just way too many threes, and especially in one quarter. But giving up 11 threes is tough. I think everything else that these guys did tonight was great, and they worked hard to really honor these seniors as this was their last game at home and to get them out with a win.
Coach, before we open the floor to questions, you honored Jada Peacock, Brandy Thomas, and Rosie Nicholson before today's game. What did it mean to you and the program to celebrate those three seniors?
Yeah, they both have had major impacts on our program. We're continuing to build, and in that build, they've been a part of it. And whether they were here 3 years or just 1 year, they have had huge impacts and has helped this program move forward. And strides. They've done such good things for our program. What I love is they're great players, but they're also good people. And they've helped in developing this culture and building our culture in a program as we're building a championship program. And I can't wait to see what they achieve in life, because I know all three will go on and win in life, as I like to say.
Questions?
Coach, Allie Knight's, her stats don't exactly jump off the box score tonight, only 5 points, but 6 assists. Felt like she was making the right play every night. How did you feel she played in this game?
Yeah, that's what Allie does. She fills in the gray areas of that stat sheet. And there's nights she fills up the stat sheet, and that's what's so great about her. But she does all of the dirty work. She does not mind getting in there and mixing it up. She's very unselfish and constantly looking for other players to be able to score the ball inside, outside. She's looking to make the right play. She's looking to set us up and get us in position to be able to win and be successful. And so her energy and her effort night after night after night is one we can always count on and rely on, and she did that tonight. She put us in a good position to go and be successful, and we've got to continue to have that from her.
Coach, with 24 seconds left in the game, did you not think to put Emma Von Essen in that situation to try to get a shot off or to get an open look if Sorrell drove the basketball or kick it off?
Yeah, so we had the fortunate thing is we had great shooters on the floor, right? We had Brandy in position to be able to shoot the ball as Sorrell was driving. We had Rosie in position to shoot the ball. She was driving. Rosie shoots that corner three really, really well. The decision to not put him in the game is we had our best defensive crew on the floor as well, because if there was not, I was out of timeouts. So if there was not a stoppage in play after that score, we wanted to make sure that we had the defensive crew that we wanted out there to be able to finish it on the other end.
So the turnovers were in the first half, weren't as many, but a lot in the fourth quarter. Just walk me through what happened really in that fourth quarter, those turnovers, and how it impacted the game.
Yeah, this team, and one area of our growth has been in our confidence. And when you've been in games that we've been in where you've been up going into the fourth quarter, you've had big leads, you've had small leads, you've come back and taken over to get the lead. And then in the fourth quarter, I've seen that slip away multiple times. It's played on our confidence a bit. And so in the fourth quarter, when things get tight and that starts to happen, then our confidence wavers a bit. But the thing that I love tonight is they bounce right back. You know, we had those turnovers, but we didn't fold. We stayed together. And we were able to get through. But that stretch right there did put us in a tough spot in those turnovers, because we lost those possessions. And they shot the ball well, especially in that fourth quarter. They shot at 70%. So some of those turnovers were, transition baskets or easy baskets off the live turnovers on the other end.
Coach, Sorella Neza finished with 9 points, just short of making it 9 straight games in double digits. What can you say about how she's played on this final stretch?
Yeah, she's been so steady and so consistent through the ups and the downs, that this team has had. She's been very steady and very consistent, and that's something we can always rely on her for. She impacts the game in multiple ways. But one of the things that we rely on her for is her productivity on the offensive end. She's been playing fearless. She's been getting to the basket, and she's been looking to score in a variety of ways. And so she can obviously shoot the ball very, very well. When she's had opportunities to shoot it, she's shooting it. When they take that away, she doesn't mind getting into her jumper. She's got a great jumper and a great floater. But she's also been really aggressive at getting to the basket. And not tonight, but in the previous games, she's been able to get to the free throw line, and so that's also helped her in getting those points.
Coach, what lessons from this game will you take going into this next 2-game stretch against Hampton and William and Mary?
Yeah, the way we executed very poorly on Friday. Our spacing and our movement was not very good. The way we executed tonight was much, much better. So our offensive execution, the way we moved the ball and how we cut and we passed, we've got to carry that on. We've got to continue that. Defensively, there were some areas where we lost coverages on the backside. Our rotations were not as on point as they have been. And so we gave up some threes on the backside, and also our transition defense. We knew coming in that was an emphasis. They got transition on us last time. Fortunately, there were 2s instead of 3s. But that was an emphasis last game. Going into this game, because of last game, we needed to make sure we stopped them in transition. I don't know if we were our best in that area tonight, and some of the things that we gave up, especially early. So continuing to work on our transition defense, because we got 2 teams that push the ball, run the floor, and can also shoot the 3 really well, and William and Mary coming up. So we've got to make sure that we shore that up, continue to protect the paint, take care of the ball, and continue getting to the free throw line.
Brandy Thomas scored 19 points today. What are some of your thoughts on her performance?
Yeah, she played great. When Brandy's out there and she's playing with energy and she's playing as hard as she can be productive. She can be really productive, and she was tonight. She was really feeling it. She worked extremely hard. She got after it. They're really big on that side, and so she was able to get into some of her mid-range game and some into the 3. When she got to the basket, she got hammered a bit. But she continued to battle and fight and continue to get there. And so I thought it was great in how she played, and we want to continue, obviously, to get that production from her.
There was the biggest lead being 8, but when Monmouth took that 8-0 lead, you guys called a timeout and were able to just come right back and tie it up heading into the 4th. What can you say about the resiliency of this team?
Yeah, they battled. There were long stretches in there where there was no stoppage in play, and I think we got a little fatigued. And in those stretches, they were able to score and transition. We made some of the silly mistakes and the turnovers that led to some of that transition. And we didn't execute as solid and soundly as we could have once we got tired. And so calling that timeout, we had to bounce back and get ourselves back. I think that got us rested, and we were back out there. But again, that shows, like you mentioned, the resiliency of this team. We've been here. That's the growth that we've had in this season. We've been in these positions before. We've had to battle back. And so they could pull from that experience and know that they could do it. And we wanted to finish this one out after having come back in that way.
Coach, talk about Zahima Swin. 7 rebounds, 12 points, 3 steals from her, especially after coming off of the performance against Drexel.
Yeah, I'm proud of the way she bounced back. She did a lot of great things for us, and again, they're big, and she was able to work to get opportunities in there, to get great opportunities in there. She took care of the ball. Drexel, she had a bit of turnovers, played a little bit tentative, but I thought she was much more aggressive, played with a lot more energy this game, ran the floor and worked, and defensively, she really helped us. She was a presence in the paint. She altered some shots in the paint, and as you mentioned, she rebounded the basketball. And so that Zai every night, she's a phenomenal player, and she's got her best basketball is ahead. But if she continues to work like that, she's going to get there.
This concludes today's post-game press conference. Coach, thank you.
Thank you.